Welcome to The Last Rites. Please drop a subscribe if you can, please, and if you would, that would be lovely. The Pope is back again. Last week, of course, we brought you news of how he dropped a homophobic slur in some meeting. Well, he did that again, first of all, and I thought, I don't know if I want to talk about that anymore. It seems to be what he likes to do. But there's an interesting story today about the Pope wiretapping and intercepting emails and all this kind of stuff. So let's get into it. Let's have a nice little share. Apologies for the adverts on this page, by the way. This is it's just the only site I could get a decent bit of information from without having to subscribe. So the Pope faces investigation for illegally wiretapping phones over a £300 million property, and we just thought he was hit there to give out prayer books. Pope Francis is facing an investigation by the UN after the lawyers of the British financier Raphael Mintioni filed a complaint claiming that the leader authorised for his phone to be illegally tapped. The Pope allegedly authorised the unlawful wiretaps. It comes after some investigation into a corrupt sale of a £300 million property in London. The complaint including details about alleged abuses that were carried out during the trial by Pope Francis. The spiritual leader allowed investigators to tap phones, intercept emails, and arrest anyone without approval from a judge. The Pope is the CIA. This is the PIA. Or the VIA, the Papal Institute for Global Aggravation. Very interesting. So, look, listen, this is slightly, is this better or worse than the Pope who loved Hitler? You know, there was the one that liked Hitler. That was always an interesting Pope. I've got a feeling they all got a soft spot for the Fuhrer, really. I mean, they kind of lead this sort of dictatorship. They sit on a gold chair. They got a big hat. They seem to like making rules and enforcing rules, and now the wiretapping. So, after the two rounds of slurs in two different locations were reported from the Pope using the homophobic F word, of course. So, I guess, what is the Pope anyway, right? He's just this guy they have black smoke coming out of a building, and when white smoke comes out, they've selected a pope. Is it trial by combat in there? Do they beat each other to death and the winner comes out? Like the meanest man gets to sit on the gold chair. Is that what happens here? I guess ultimately now we know the Pope, because the Pope, for the age of the internet, is kind of beyond reproach to a certain extent, apart from what you can read in the papers. But now, thanks to the internet, we know that the Pope likes to say he likes to say beep and listen to you when you're talking about it. So I'm sure these aren't the only reason that they've been intercepting emails. I mean, it's very Da Vinci Code, isn't it? So does he just sit there doodling swastikas? Does he sit there doodling swastikas, calling young boys boobs, and listening to your phone calls and reading his, I was going to say girlfriend's emails, but boyfriend's emails, maybe? Very odd behaviour, and not sure that was in the Bible to do that sort of stuff. But who knows? Maybe this is the only way to protect the golden chair. What do you think? What do you think about the Pope dropping these slurs, first of all? And secondly, do you like the fact that he's wiretapping people? Allegedly, don't want lawyers or a lightning strike from God if he has got his ear. I think the less said that about that, the better. But if he was God's representative on earth, probably would be sniffing around your text messages these days, wouldn't he? So yeah, let us know what you think. Drop us a subscribe. The lovely corner telling you to do so there. What next? Slurs, wiretaps. He's got a big rocket in the shape of a papal hat. I think maybe he'll sort of set up a moon base. Vatican moon base. Wonder what the age of consent is there. Anyway, cheers. See you later.